Welcome back, comic collectors. JX Comics here, coming at you with another video. So it's been a while, definitely a while since I did my last video. We're talking 3-4 months, damn, maybe more. I haven't been on YouTube a lot. I haven't managed to get a video out. Mainly being, you must remember in one of my last videos that I mentioned that I'm currently saving for a house. I'm pretty much done with that now. I've got my deposit together and stuff like that. It's now just a case of getting the place together and waiting for it to be built. We shouldn't take too much long. Depends how long it takes to get built. But point being is that I should have a lot more spare cash in 2016 once we moved in and stuff like that to be able to feed my comic habit once more. So it's been a bit dry on the hauls for me recently. I haven't been able to purchase many comics that I want to, purely just for saving money. So what this video is, this is a tag that was going around the comic community recently for top 10 books that you want to buy in 2016. It's not something I was tagged in personally, just because I haven't been around on YouTube for such a long time. But I thought I need to get a video out. Let's get this one done. I've got a couple more videos coming out soon. I'm going to enter a Two-Moors competition that he's just put out. And I've got the start of a relatively... It's got some good issues in there of a decent haul. So far I've only got about 10 put aside. I've got a couple more turning up soon that I can add to it. And maybe then I'll knock out the whole video as well. So that should be coming along very soon. So expect to see a good couple of videos in the next couple of weeks to a month. So... And then I should be back on, a relatively decent schedule from there. So yeah, so these books, these aren't massive issues. These aren't issues that I'm talking about either. These are just metal plates. These aren't near mint copies of those particular issues. These are metal plates that I got with my DC graphic novels collection that I'm getting at the moment. But yeah, so all these top 10, these are issues that. They aren't massively expensive. They're all achievable. It's not like Tech 27 or anything like that silly on there. These are issues that I've had my eye on for a while, and I'm pretty much just waiting for the right grade. Really, I find myself a bit picky when trying to pick up certain key issues that I want. I like to get the Sense copies. I'm a bit of a Sense copy snob. I don't know if you guys in the US ever come across Pence issues when you're searching for comics. Probably not as much as we do, but I like to pick up the Sense copies where I can. I was reading an article recently actually where Pence copies sometimes were actually printed first in a smaller batch and then sent over to the UK. So realistically, there's actually less of them, and sometimes they were printed first, so they should be worth more. But hey, that's not how it works. I do have a few Pence copies of certain things, but there's certain things that I would like in like an original Sense copy. Things may change over time, but yeah, I do. There's particular grades. If it's a key issue that I want to get it in the grade that I want it in. So I've seen issues about on this list, but I'm a bit picky, and I want to make sure I get the right grade and exactly what I'm looking for. So first up, in no particular order, this is just an order I've written down on a sheet of paper. So first up, which should appear here now shortly, yeah, I've done some editing on this video. House of Secrets number 92. So this is from 1971, first appearance of Swamp Thing. I've seen it about in prices that I'd be relatively happy to pay. So now it's just a case of keeping an eye, and when I've got the money to pull the trigger, go ahead and get that one. It's definitely a key issue that I want in my collection, and I have done for a while. So that is one I shall be getting next. Then we've got, this one comes as a pair really. I'm going to include it as one, but it comes as a pair because it's like a two-part story. But the next one is Spider-Man 431 and 430. These are the Carnage Silver Surfer issues from 1998. So not that old a comic at all really, but these things are rarer than rocking horse shit when it comes to picking them up. They are on eBay from time to time, but they are way too high a price that I want to pay for them. I think it's just because it's like an iconic character of Carnage and he takes the Silver Surfer board. So it's quite iconic issues in regards to that, but I think it's when Spider-Man was doing quite a low print run, so they're quite hard to get hold of. Yeah, they just seem to be really rare. It's the sort of issue that I reckon I'll pick up in like a bin in one of my local comic shops at some point. But yeah, I'd really want to get those in to fill some gaps in my Spider-Man collection. And because they've been evading me for a while, they are 2 issues that I'd like to get. Next issue for me is Spider-Man 300. Obviously, we all know this one. A lot of people do have it. I haven't managed to get it in my collection yet. Obviously, first appearance of Venom, 1988. It's one I've wanted for a while. It's probably one I want to pick up in a very high grade because of the age. It's not that old really, in the grand scheme of things. So I want to pick it up in a high grade. I may get one like already pre-slabbed, CGC, CBCS, whatever. Or if it's something I can pick up high grade in raw. I don't get everything slabbed that I have, but there's certain issues that I would like to. So I will pick up that at some point as well this year. Another Spider-Man, this one comes as a double as well. So you may remember in one of my last videos I picked up Spider-Man issue 601, iconic J. Scott Campbell cover. So I really want to pick up 606 and 607 as well. They're issues that I've been after for a while, just because I like to try and get all the J. Scott Campbell covers. I really like him as an artist, I really like his stuff. So I kind of want to fill in those gaps where I can. So these are the Black Cat covers. There's one with him and Black Cat on the front, Mary Jane in the back, and the other one obviously with Black Cat in Peter Parker's costume. They're hard to get hold of. They're ones that I've got like a Facebook group, and they're always ones that I'm just a little bit too late to the party on. I'll see them for a decent price. Somebody's already got to them first and I miss out. But with a bit of dedication, I think I can pick those up. Number 5, so Hulk 102. So this is obviously the first Incredible Hulk continuing from the Tales to Astonish series. The reason I want these is I've got a few of the other ones that do this. So I've got Doctor Strange 169, which is the first Doctor Strange title that continues from Strange Tales. And then Thor 129, is it? Don't quote me on that, I can't remember. Which is the first issue that became The Mighty Thor, which originally was Journey into Mystery. I've got those as well. So they're big issues in my collection that I like, and I'd like to do the same with Hulk as well. So yeah, Hulk 102 from 1968. Again, I've seen prices that I'm happy with for the age of that comic. I'm not too fussed about the grade, sort of like probably looking at like a fine plus, very fine minus, that sort of thing. So I've seen prices that I'd go for on that, so that's another one I want to add to my collection this year. Next one is New Mutants Annual number 2, first appearance of Psylocke. This one is one that I know I can definitely get it on the price that I want, but it's one that I don't see around loads, and I want to pick up when I can see it. It's probably one, again, I'm going to find in a bin somewhere in a comic shop, or I'll be able to get a decent price and like snipe it on eBay or something like that. So yeah. Next one is Spider-Man 100, obviously 100th issue anniversary edition. Great cover on that one. It's one I've been after for a while. This one really goes up and down in price. Like, you can get some really high grade CGCs that are way up there in price, way expensive. Obviously it's an iconic issue, but not for some of the prices I've seen this go for. But I've seen it can be on like a very fine minus raw copy in a price that I'll be happy with. So that'll be just, scouting at shops and online and see if I can find that, maybe eBay for a decent price as well. Number 8, Green Lantern issue 85. This is the iconic Drugs issue, covered by Neil Adams. I'm not going to go for 76 because that's just way out of my price range at the moment. I know some of you guys have got it, very jealous. But 85 and 86 have been on my radar for a while. Obviously 86 is a bit less money, not as iconic a cover. But yeah, 85, that Drugs issue, Neil Adams cover, I really want to add to the collection as well. Then on from there is All-Star Comics 58. This is 1976 issue. This is first Power Girl. This should be a lot more expensive than it is. It's not a cheap book, and it can be quite hard to find decent in grade. It's got the red at the top, which you always find a bit of chipping on there and stuff like that. But it's an issue that I've wanted for a while. It should be a lot higher in my opinion, price-wise, She's a big character, she's got a big following, but the issue, in my opinion, doesn't represent the price it should go for. So while it's at a price that I can afford, I really should get hold of that before it ends up shooting up, before she appears in a movie or something like that. You never know nowadays who they're going to add. They're now sticking, I think, Ego, the Living Planet, into the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so who's to say which characters they're going to put in anymore? They're just going to lob everything in there. So I should really pick up that before the price goes up, and it's still a decent price. And number 10, I want to go for Batman 181. And this is the first Poison Ivy from 1966. It can be a hard issue to get in the grade that I want, obviously, because it's got a poster included as well, which you want intact. I've seen it about in grades that I quite like, but obviously I haven't had the money recently. So that's definitely another one I want to pick up, and obviously a big Batman villain first appearance. Great one to pick up, good cover as well. So that's another one I want to get and add to the collection. So yeah, that is my top 10. So like I say, I've got a few big issues that I want to put in a haul. I've got a few things on the way, so I should be getting a haul together pretty soon. 2 Meals competition I'm going to soon as well, so there should be a couple more videos coming out for me very shortly. But I've seen a lot of new videos on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube a lot, but I've been catching up recently. I've also been on the I've been on Instagram a while, but never in the YouTube comic community section, or just Instagram comic community. So I'm getting into that at the moment. So follow me on Instagram if you want to see some of my latest issues put on there. It's nice to see so many new YouTubers getting some decent amount of subscribers on there as well. So I always like to do a few shout outs on my videos as well to channels I've found recently. So Painted Comics is one. He's another UK YouTuber. He puts out some really good issues, got some really good videos, so he's worth checking out. I'll put their links in the description. Sandman Logan 5, he's another really good one. He used to be on YouTube before under Peter Parker, but I think he had some issues when trying to change his account and he lost a bunch of videos, so he already had quite a lot of subscribers, but he's came back relatively recently. Not everyone may know that. So if you remember Peter Parker, John, on YouTube, he's now under Sandman Logan 5, so he's worth checking out. And Comic Vault as well, a guy from Europe, Germany maybe. His channel's relatively new as well, and he's worth checking out if you get the time as well. So if you haven't seen my channel before, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll have more content coming very soon, hopefully on a more regular basis. So that was my top 10 comics to buy for 2016. Hopefully I can get them all. There's been some really good videos out there, so if everyone can manage to pick up their most wanted purchases this year, we should be in for some very good hauls for 2016 coming up. So thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys on the next video.